this morning. I can't jump in the water. Goodness. Oh, I'm crazy stiff from work. I worked all weekend. Now I'm out here on the river. This is a new area for me, and I was just shocked when I ran into some people that were doing exactly what I was going to do, is push upstream. I'm shocked, but you know, he's filled with good information, and like, you know, it's always good to get the locals' opinions, which I was telling him that all the sections below are kind of fished out. Fish on. That's on the mooch. Whew, super dark smallmouth. Oi, oi. Defined stripes on the cheek, white spot. No adult stripes though. It's a juvenile fish, but he doesn't have red eyes anymore. All right, have a good day, sir. First blood. Seems like the topwater might not be the strat. It got cooler last night, but I don't know how cold it got. I think it only down to like maybe 68 or something. It didn't get cold. Maybe even in the 70s. But it was cooler last night, and that could have definitely affected the topwater. And like, you know, when the wind blows out of the east, it's never good. A lot of times with the river, it doesn't necessarily matter which direction the wind is blowing. But I don't know. The last time I went, it was super interesting that I caught lots of fish until 1 o'clock. And then from 1 o'clock on, it was nothing. Which I guess I can talk about it, is potentially I found a spot on the river that regenerates fish. I'd never heard of that before until the Kayak Adventure series came through town, and then several of the guys you know, talked about regen spots in rivers and creeks, and I think I found one. But at the same time, I may not ever go back there again. I don't know. Just depends, really. On the bottom here, so that's nice. At least the bottom is kind of gravelly and not just mud. There's a very gentle, mild current here in this section, which I assume it picks up the further we go up. That guy said, don't go right, even though going right is where all the fish are at. Which sounds just like the Three Sisters. Like you either gotta go center or you gotta go right. But if you go left, you're not gonna make it. But that's where all the fish are at. I was speaking of that creek. As soon as we get some rain, I'm gonna go fish it again. But it's been a while since we've had rain. It's been over 3 weeks. It's not looking good. Everything looking pretty crispy. Pert near crispy. Bad cast. I didn't see that when I was coming up, and I walked right by this. That's crazy that I didn't see that. That hasn't been there for very long. That's a really nice ultralight setup. That has, I wonder if the guy dropped it. Wow, how did I not see that when I was coming up? I literally walked right over that and didn't even see it. That's crazy. It's like one of the Bass Pro combos. Odd aroma floating around right here. And I can't distinguish what that is. It almost smells like rotten fruit, like rotten cantaloupe or something, or rotten mushmelon. I don't know what that is. Sometimes there's like passion fruit and stuff that will grow around. Yeah, I can see people's footprints. That's not those dudes. Somebody else had fished that probably yesterday. Potentially that's where that rod came from. Do I even want to mess with that pocket? Well, I guess I better. Oh no, I'll never get it over that stick. Yes, yes, it jumped both of them. Is that a spot? What is that? Yeah, it's a spot bass. Oh, it's barely hooked too. It jumped both of the trees. Nice. Well, it's the first spot today. Everything else I've caught today was a smallmouth. Mr. Spotted Bass. Mr. Bass Face. Right as I made that cast, I was like, if I catch a fish, I'm not going to be able to get that in. Oh my gosh, that's a big one, boy. Is that even a bass? Oh my gosh, what is that? Is that a largie? No. Wow, what a fight, dude. What a fight. I thought, oh my gosh, hooks. Ow, it's in my thumb. Ow, it's in my thumb. Whew. Well, I definitely didn't expect a fish this size to be over there. This is definitely the nicest smallmouth today. Look at that guy. All right. What a fight, man. That's crazy. He was able to fight that hard. All right. My sunglasses keep getting in the way. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. Insane how hard that fish was able to fight. And it didn't really jump. It just stayed down and made like a bowing turn. That was about as much as this rod can really handle, to be honest. And that fish wasn't even too side. Could be a coincidence, but I see dragonflies everywhere over here. I still can't get over something that happened that I didn't release in a video. Was those dragonflies landed on that stick, and then those bass headbutting the stick trying to get the dragonflies to fall in the water. And I could not get those two fish to bite, but they were headbutting a stick. Can you believe that? But that's how fly fishermen catch the fish and stuff, for real. Skadoosh. And pause. Go. Got it. Man, are you kidding me? Freaking called it, son. Freaking called it. Come on, dog. Dig. Dig. Speed plopping. That's what I'm going to name this episode, for real. And people are going to laugh. They won't believe me. Well, he's not fat, but he's super long. Oh my gosh. And strong. Oh, like an ox. Barely hooked. Barely hooked. Total slurpage. Slurpage. I'm going to put him on the board, because he's at least elongated. Oh. 15. That's a 15er. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. No, well, these river fish fight pretty hard. They fight like they got big sausage. Sheesh. So, I mean, I'm going to say that again, you know, shade lines are the key. That's a 5x5 shade line, and I knew there was something in there. I just knew there was, because there's nowhere else for them to go. Except for under the tree, and that's where the big ones are at, or it's under the tree, but they're not going to bite. Like, if you hit them directly in the mouth with a mooch, you might get a nibble. But they're not going to come up for the whopper plopper, I don't think. Not now. So you're going to get a ton of these 15, 16 inchers. Without the shade, is what I'm saying. You know, this whole section, look, there's no shade. For at least the bend. So you got, you know, quarter mile. But this whole area looks like it would hold a muskie, to be honest. I mean, as soon as I saw it, that's the first thing I thought of. There's a section. Now, which section it is, I have no idea. But one of these sections holds muskie. It has to. Back in like 2014 or so, I was using a micro crankbait 4 sections down from here and hooked a muskie that was probably 60 inches. It instantaneously snapped my line, but like it came up and rolled. Yeah, I say this all the time. So like, if you're interested in fishing this area, hit me up for sure. Hit me up on Instagram. The link is in the description. Hit me up. We'll go fishing for sure. The top water is about over, for real. There's so much trash on the water now, like it's making it harder and harder. The next rainstorm is going to push half of these leaves off of the trees because it's so dry. We are definitely in a drought situation. We might get rain tomorrow. Let's hope. I knew some people that were going to the Daniel Boone this weekend, or today actually. And I was like, fire ban, that's not going to be a lot of fun if you can't have a campfire and make some s'mores. And I don't think they were hiking very much. They were just going to camp out and hang, which is cool. That's fine. But I don't know. starting to have a different respect for the Barren River. Legit. The things I've discovered in the last, I don't know, 2.5 weeks. It's pretty good. The water's just not what I thought it was, you know what I mean? It still holds fish, and the fishing is just different. Is there a fish on there? How did that happen? It literally landed on top of the fish. That fish didn't bite it. It landed on top of it. Look at that guy. Woo! Whoa. Little fella here. Oh! Jump, jump. Is that a little one? No, that's a good fish. Oh! Oh! There's like 10 of them in there, I already know. If I hit that bluegill on the head, there's like other fish in there. Dark guy. It seems like all the fish are kind of skinny. So they're probably not in a feeding cycle. So that's one reason they're kind of skinny. But I could be wrong. I mean, there seems to be plenty of bait fish. And there's tons of stuff for them to eat here. Whoa. Well, have a good day. Splashed me. Ooh, and okay, the trifecta. That's a spot bass. No, that's a largemouth. No, it's a spot. Either way, it's still a trifecta. 1 spot, 3 fish. Mr. Spothead. Hello, sir. Wow. Now, if I was a fish, I'd be right there. Come on now. Oh, he got off. Dude. Now he went over there and told him not to come over here. He's like, run. The zombie slayer. That was probably a spot bass, considering that little spot there. All right. Spothead. Old Spothead. Okay. It's super weird not having my other glove on. Ugh, I don't like getting slimed by them fish. Instant. Oh, he's running. He's a little fish. Like, how do they, I feel like they see it going through the air. So before I even have time to click my reel, like, they're already on it. So they see it going through the air. So they think it's like, I don't know, maybe a dragonfly? I don't know. That's faster than I can react. By the time the whopper plopper hits the water, they bite it before I can click the reel. So that means they're just like right under the surface. Shoo. And just like the other section too, as I said that earlier, is by 1 o'clock, the fish completely shut off and they stopped biting. That other section. Oh my gosh! He's running right at me. Running right at me. What are you doing, big guy? Big guy, that's a big guy. That's a big guy. He's foul hooked. Don't get off there. That's the biggest fish of the day for sure. Oh, he's foul hooked. That's for sure the big fish of the day. Let's get him on video real quick before I try to do anything here. Paddle. He went stiff on me. Good. I'm glad. He went stiff on me. Thank you, sir. All right. Now that's a slab. That's a good one. You notice this right here. that it's some type of parasite. And I noticed it on a couple of those other fish that were there too. That might be from snails, 15-incher. They're all 15 inches. Thank you, sir. Oh, very powerful fish though. Healthy, good sized. Approaching 2 pounds at 15 inches. These river fish fight though, and they're beastie. All right. Speed plopping. And in the river and creeks, you can get away with that. You know how if a bear is after you or a lion or something like that, if you back away slowly, there's a chance it won't attack. But if you run away, it will jump and try to eat your face. There you go. There you go. People say, oh, you're reeling it too fast. You'll never catch anything. Really? How many giant smallmouth you caught this year? Don't be so boastful. 2 different fish hit that. Do I have 2 fish on? I might have 2 fish on at once. 2 fish hit that at the same time. Nope, that's just 1 fish. He's pretty elongated. 2 of them head-butted to eat that thing. Whoo! Oh, now he's foul hooked like crazy. I don't really want to wash in there because there might be more fish. I think that's a spot bass. It is. He's foul hooked like crazy now. Here. That'll be a good caption right there. Poor guy. Here, hold on, fella. I'll save you. What is kind of interesting. Oh, no. Well, fella, man, you got jacked, bro. I gotta do this and do that. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's the biggest spotted bass of the day right there. And that is a good sized spot. Now let's hold him down in the water for a second there. And it's not that he's that long, it's just super fat. It's probably been feeding a lot. And it's only 14. But look how fat it is. That's crazy. Oh, fat boy. All right, have a good day, sir. And I actually think that in that scenario, I hooked the biggest one. Because those fish like headbutted each other trying to eat it. All right, let's get back in there. So, my last several videos and my next several videos are all based on the river, this river, but different locations. So, you know, bigger smallmouth have been around 16 inches, maybe pushing 17. I lost a couple of big ones that were probably 18 or so. But landed fish, 16 inches were big. And like today, I've caught a lot of 15 and 14 inch fish, lots. But, you know, I'm kind of looking for better quality. You know, I want steady 17 to 18 inch smallmouth. And I know where that's possible, but you have to catch them at the perfect time to get them to bite. And maybe it's like that here too. But I don't know, this scenario is really different because this is lake water. Some of the creeks I fish, they have to be so warm that the water is just like I don't know how the big ones survive anyway. I would just perceive that they all die during the summer, but they don't. And this year alone, there's 4 19-inch fish have come off of that area. And back in April, I lost some big bigs. I lost probably a 4.5 pounder on that creek, which would have been really close to my PB smallmouth. And coming out of a micro creek, that's just insane. Micro creaking. Big, giant. Oh my gosh, it's a giant, dude. Oh my gosh. It's not even that big. How can it fight that hard? Oh my gosh. It's not even that big. How can it fight that hard? That's not right. Yo, what? These fish are on steroids. They're on steroids, bro. Oh my gosh. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a healthy fish. That is a healthy fish. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. These fish are sick, dude. They're sick in the head. They're mental. Mental. That is a stud. That is a stud. Back camera on. Check it out, back camera. Big stud fish. Love it. Oh, wait. Let's look at the measurements. I don't think it's quite 2 pounds, but it's close. Actually, it might be over 2 pounds. It's pretty lengthy. 16 and a quarter. Quick measurement, 16 and a quarter. You can show you have a good job. Yes. What a fight, too, man. That's insane. How can that fish generate that kind of power? On the plop. Speed plopping. Speed plopping. So tomorrow, where am I gonna fish tomorrow? I need somebody to go fishing with me, fellas. And ladies, if you wanna go fishing, I don't care. I mean, as long as you can kayak properly and I don't have to worry about you getting hurt or nothing. You can go fishing. I don't know what happened to the other fellas. I guess they are all partied out or something. I don't know. I think a lot of people my age don't kayak anymore is what I think. Either they never got into it or they've stopped. Oh my gosh, did I get him? Oh man, how did that happen? He's a little guy. Goodness, I actually wish he would just jump off there. Oh, look at all those fish. Look at all those fish. I'm waiting for him to bite it. He's not gonna do it. Those fish are crazy, dude. They try to bite it out of each other's mouth. So that must happen in nature a lot. Like a fish will bite a fish, and then another fish will come by and eat it. Mr. Spothead, thank you, sir. Crazy guy. There it is. What is that? My goodness. He got stuck on a tree or something there for a second. Wow, I'm getting all these spot bass now. Tons of them. This is actually a hybrid fish here. For sure, it's a hybrid fish. It's got stripes on its face. It's got a white spot like a smallmouth, but it definitely has markings of a spot. Mr. Bass Face, thank you, sir. Have a good day. Woo. Now I'm getting in a lot of these little spots. You know, it's like that was like 4 in a row. So the smallmouth have kind of not biting as much. There's a cloud. Nice. Oh, I just had an idea. You know, there's a rather famous gas station not far from here. Well, I don't know exactly how far away that is from here, but I think that's on my way when I go back. And you catch a giant smallmouth. Wow! Whoa! Well, gas station that. I could just see my line move. But that's typical behavior with the mooch. Oh, I shouldn't do that because he swallowed it hardcore. Yeah, I can't. Oh, he wasn't even hooked. Dude wasn't hooked. Dude was not hooked. All right. Well, fishing's kind of slow. Skadoo. Oh my gosh, there was a fish right there. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Oh, that's a spot head. That's a good spot head. Look at that guy. I've actually caught several spotted bass here in the last little bit. Spotted bass. That's a good one. He's healthy. Thank you for playing the game, good sir. Have a good Labor Day. I don't even know, what is that, fish number 20? I've caught a lot. And the first several fish that I caught were on the mooch. And I wasn't getting anything on top water. But basically since the sun got high, so from about 12:30 on, fishing's not been very good. And I'm pretty much only catching spotted bass now. Although the biggest fish of the day was at like 12:15 or something. Well, fish are still active over here, I guess. I don't know. It seemed like it was slowing down. But I'm also past the island too. The island didn't really seem like it held very many fish. Which I don't know about the other side. It just looked like it was virtually impassable. Like, I don't know. You could probably do it on foot. I want to catch a state record spotted bass, but I don't know what the state record's probably like 4 pounds or something ridiculous. And they definitely don't get that big here. Like a 2-pounder is huge. And probably, well, actually the biggest one I ever caught was like 18.5 inches. And I think it weighed like 3 pounds. That was the biggest one I've ever caught. And that was in the middle of winter. I think 2023. Middle of winter on a bandito. And I think that same day I caught multiple like huge smallmouth. I'm wanting to say I caught like maybe like 2 19ers and a 20 that day or something like that. It was a wild day of fishing. Very sporadic action. Whew. It is hot out here. It's a 20-degree difference in the shade. The UV is just rocking. All right. That's it, I'm done. I'm just gonna paddle my way out of here. I am whipped. The sun has beat me up today. But overall, this section was pretty good. I could definitely see it producing some great fish. The biggest for me today was a 16 1/4 smallmouth. I think I landed at least 5 or 6 other 15 inchers, and then a whole mess of like 13 and 14 inch, and a bunch of spotted bass too. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Have you guys done this section before?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, some ladies were here earlier. They were telling me it's blocked about a mile down. So just watch out.